Hey Realtors, in this video, I'm going to be showing you an AI tool which I think is an absolute game changer for marketing your listings. Basically, what this tool does is it allows you to take your listing photos, put it into this AI, and the AI creates really cinematic property videos for you. So a lot of you might be paying your photographer or even another videographer to come in and do really cinematic videos where, the camera is panning around the island and zooming in down the hallway and these different cinematic shots. This AI tool replicates all of that for you, and all you have to do is put in your listing photos. I know it sounds too good to be true, but in this video, we're gonna hop into my computer and I'm gonna show you how to use the app. And we're actually gonna generate a couple of videos together so you can see exactly how it's done and exactly what the video looks like at the end. Now, the tool that we're using is called Amplifiles, and I put a link to it in the description below so you can check it out for yourself. They actually reached out to me just a few days ago and told me about this new tool that they just created. And the timing was amazing because I was actually looking at a few different tools that kind of did something similar, but I was a little bit hesitant based on the reviews of these other tools. These guys reached out to me and said, hey, we would love for you to try out our tool. And since the timing was perfect and I was already looking for a tool like this, not only for my business, but to share with my audience, I decided to try it out. And I'll be honest, I was blown away. I was expecting to have one of these tools where you can tell that it's AI, but it's passable, it's good enough. But this tool was not that at all. If you did not already know that these videos were AI generated, I can promise you would not be able to tell. They absolutely nailed the realism of these videos in everything from even like the reflection in windows and in mirrors in some of the images. And I go through a lot of this stuff in the video itself. We're going to go over the kind of fine details that really set these videos apart from other AI tools that I've used. And at the same time, the pricing is really good. It's about $1.50 per image that you're going to put into this video, which if you're only doing like a 15-20 second video for your Instagram or TikTok, it's like a few dollars. And I don't know about you, but when I used to pay my photographer to do an extra cinematic video on my listings, I was paying them $200 to $250 per video. That including the video and the editing and the music. This tool does all of that for you, plus even voiceovers if you want to have a voiceover on your video, and it does it for just a few dollars. Now, real quick, if you don't know who I am, my name is Brandon Upright. I've been a real estate agent for about 7 years now, and I've been teaching real estate agents how to use AI in their business for over 2 years now. I run my own AI consulting and development agency, specifically helping real estate agents. So I'm looking at new AI tools literally every single day to use in not only my real estate business, but also to show other real estate agents. And based off of anything I've seen, I can honestly say that this tool blew me away. I'm not just saying that because we partnered on this video. I'm saying that because this tool is a game changer for real estate marketing. I promise you, after you use this tool, you're going to be using it for every single listing that you have. So without further ado, let's hop into my computer and let's make some videos together. All right, so we're in my computer now, and as you can see, we are in just kind of the main dashboard area. So as soon as you create your account, you're going to be taken to a page that looks exactly like this. And this is a fresh account, so I want to show you everything from the beginning. We're going to create some videos and see what we can do here. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to select new video, and then it's going to allow us to upload images. So it is 150 credits per image that you're going to animate essentially. So keep that in mind. Maybe don't do every single image that you have of your listing. Keep it to the most important ones, right? The kitchen, the bedrooms, maybe like the bird's eye drone shot, the living area, stuff like that. So I've just uploaded 9 separate photos. This is a really beautiful property, so I'm hoping that this video is going to look really great. So I selected 9 photos, and now you can see that you can choose the specific type of animation that you want. Now, it's important that you think about this before you generate it, because once you generate the video, you can do one revision on your image. However, you can't do multiple over and over unless you want to pay more credits. So you want to think about it first and just make sure that it's what you want. Your options here are push in. So this is where, the camera is kind of slowly moving inwards. There is rotate. So obviously the camera is rotating to get kind of multiple angles of that room. You have going left or going right. They call it truck left, truck right. Pull out. So that's obviously the opposite of pull in, where the camera is moving backwards slowly. You have a static shot where things are, moving in the image, but the camera is still. Pedestal up. So that's the slow moving up. Pedestal down, obviously slow moving down. And then you have a drone up, which is exactly what it sounds like if a drone was slowly flying upwards. So let's go through each one of these images and figure out what I want here. So first we got this walk-in closet. I'm thinking maybe the rotate would be the best here, since we have kind of a small room and we want to see the different angles of it. Next we have a pool table room. Let's check it out here, the bigger version. Also above the image, you can see the different views. So when your video is generated, it's generated in all of these different kinds of views: landscape, portrait, and a square aspect ratio as well. So for this pool table here, let's see. I mean, the pull-in would be pretty cool because it would maybe kind of go over top the pool table, so that might look cool. The pull-out, I don't know about that. Drone up, no. Pedestal, let's do a push-in. Next we have this office space here. So this is kind of a cool little office. I'm thinking for this, let's see, maybe another rotate, pull out, left, right, up, down. For this one, I'm thinking maybe we do the truck up, I think it's called, or the pedestal up. So the camera's kind of slowly moving up. I think that might look cool with the desk there. We have the outdoor one. For that, maybe let's go rotate again, since it's a small room. We have this kitchen area here. That one I'm thinking maybe we truck right, because then we're kind of going along the direction of the island. Then we got, what is it here? We got this living room. So that one, I think push in as well will be cool. Actually, you know what? Let's do the opposite on this one. Let's go pull out, because on this one I want push in for sure, because then it'll kind of go down the hallway and I think that'll look cool. Okay, this one we have the sort of bird's eye view here. I'm thinking for this we do the push in, because then it'll kind of get closer to the house. But then for this one, look at how beautiful this house is, by the way. For this one, I'm thinking we do the drone up, and then we'll do it that way. So you can continue adding images. It's also going to tell you how many credits this entire video will take. So since I have 9 of them here, this is 1350 credits. Now you can also have it suggest animations for you if you're not really sure what to do. Basically what happens there is their AI analyzes the image and figures out what would look best. On the left-hand side here, you're going to see a few different things. So you can do a voiceover, which is really cool. So you have to put in your script for the property, which, I mean, you can just take your listing description, give it to ChatGPT and say, hey, make me a good script here that is 15 seconds long or 20 seconds long. The key to that is make sure that your script matches the length of your video. And to figure that out, you can just look over here underneath your image and you'll see how long the video is going to be based off of how many images you've uploaded. So this is 22 seconds long. So I would put in my listing description to ChatGPT, and then I would say, create me a video voiceover script for a property tour video for this one. And I'd probably even give it the link to the actual listing itself. And I would just say, make sure it's 20 to 22 seconds long. So I'm going to do that actually for the next video. We're going to create a couple different videos. The next one, I'm going to do a voiceover. This one, I'm just going to do a regular one here. So you can put in your script for the voiceover. You can choose the voice actor, which we'll listen to on the next video. And then you can do captions or no captions as well. Now keep in mind, the captions part of it, you can also do in whatever app you might be uploading in. So like Instagram or TikTok, you can select the captions that way. Obviously with these captions, it's just a yes or no whether you want captions. You can't, choose the style and animation, stuff like that. So that's totally up to you, which way you want to go about that. Then you have music as well. So they have over 100 different copyright-free music that you can use in your video. Now, of course, you can also not do any music and then use like a TikTok sound or an Instagram sound if you want to do that as well. But if you want to maybe use this to send to a client or something and you're not uploading to a social media channel, then you can choose through their music here, and these are all copyright free. So you don't have to worry about it getting taken down if you do upload it somewhere or getting any kind of copyright infringement. And you can also upload your own music, which is really cool too. If you are going to use their library, you can search by genre. You can even search by mood, depending on what kind of video you're going for. So that's really cool. They've really thought of everything here. Then they have overlays as well. So this allows you to put like a watermark over top, or maybe property details if you want to put like the price hovering over top of the video, maybe your headshot or something. There's a lot of different ways that you can go about it. So you can upload media, text, rectangles, so just like a box. And then you can actually create your own templates as well, so that every video you create sort of follows the same guidelines and has, you know, their logo the same size and stuff like that. But for this first one, I want to just generate it as is, and let's just see what it creates. So I got those all in, I selected all my different animations, everything looks good there. So now let's animate the image. And now my face might be covering it in this video, but on the bottom right here, it just says animating image with a little loading thing. So we're just gonna wait for that video to load, and then we'll come right back as soon as it's finished. So then about 4 to 5 minutes later, your video will be finished generating. And what we're gonna do is, let's just check it out. So this is the widescreen version. We'll click play here. And as you can see, it is on point with what a professional photographer would normally give you as a video like this. And there's a few things that I wanna point out. I'm gonna let it just do the whole video here. And then I'm going to point out a few different things that are actually very impressive for AI in general, but especially for these kind of picture to video apps. So when I play this, there's a few things that I want you to look at. One, look at like the reflection in the glass and the reflection on this mirror here, and look at how accurately the AI is able to understand that that's a reflection and how to move with that reflection. So watch this. See how it perfectly kind of adapts as it's going around like a doorway or something. Really, really cool. They did an amazing job doing that. Same with this reflection on the table there. The other thing that I wanted to show you was specifically like here, the reflection in the floor. And it's these little things like that that really make it seem ultra realistic and make it almost undetectable to the average person. So it's those types of things that instead of someone saying, wow, this is a really realistic AI video, they're not even thinking AI at all, because it's those little cues that your brain would normally pick up on of like, something seems off here. It's because the little things like the reflection and other things that a lot of AI apps don't take into account, but this one does. So people, they don't even detect that it's an AI video to begin with. The last one is right here. Look at the reflection in these windows here and how as the camera moves up, the reflection perfectly changes just like it would if it was a drone. So watch this. Just perfectly does it. It's amazing. So let's go portrait mode here and let's see what it would look like as like a reel or a TikTok. Just restart this. Wow. Just imagine with like some motivational music over top of it or something. This is awesome. I'm so blown away by this. Great job. Now my screen recording app is cutting off some of this portrait mode. So it might look like a weird aspect ratio in your video, but it does extend past the screen. So it's the full portrait mode that you would normally have in your TikTok video or your Instagram reel or whatever. But yeah, great job to these guys. This is awesome. And then finally, this is the square version. Again, my screen might be cutting it off a bit, but you get the point. There's different aspect ratios that you can use. And this looks amazing. Super, super good. So now that we got that video all finished, now we can just go up here, we can click download video. Then it's just gonna render the video for a second and then it will download it to your computer. Now, a few things on the left-hand side here that I wanna point out. One is you can toggle the duration of that clip. So if you want it to be longer on a certain image or quicker on a certain image, you can adjust that. You can also reverse it if you want. So let's say for this closet image, if I wanted it to turn the other way, I could reverse it like that. You can adjust the playback speed if you want to do that. And then you can also crop as well. So maybe you want to take out a certain part of that image, or you want to go closer in or something, then you can adjust the crop also. I love this tool for my real estate business because I used to spend, I forget what it was, I think an extra $250 or something from my photographer to add a video like this. And instead, I just have my normal photos and I can pop it right in. So it's absolutely amazing. Now the video finished rendering and it did download for me. It popped open just like this. So just remember, whatever aspect ratio you're currently on when you click download, that's the one that's going to download. So if you want the portrait one, you have to first go into the 9:16 aspect ratio and then click download, and it will download that specific video. It does download it as an MP4 file, which is great because that's what, basically every app or every video editor or wherever you're going to be using this will accept an MP4 file. So that's good. Now we're going to try another one here with a script and a voiceover, but first I'm just going to name my video so that it saves. So up at the top here, I'll just name it, I don't know, Test Mansion. Great. Now let's go back, and you can see your videos do save into your profile, so you can go back to them at any point. Before we jump into the next video, I'll just show you on the left-hand side here, you got a few options. So you have the team option where you can add members of your team to your profile. So if you have like people in your marketing division, or you have just other agents on your team, or maybe your assistant or your VA or somebody, you can add them in here. You got your billing option on the left-hand side here. That just goes to like a regular kind of Stripe billing management portal. And then the support, if you find a bug or something and you need to contact them. You can add credits and you can see your credit balance, and that's about it. So it's a super easy to use app. There's not a bunch of options. There's not a bunch of, flashy bells and whistles. It does one thing, and it does it really well, which is turn your listing photos into really nice videos. Okay, now we're gonna do a second video here, and I'm gonna show you what the voiceover is like. So just like before, let's select new video. We're going to select all the images. Now for this one, I want to have the outside image as the very first one. And then let's just be conscious of how this is going to work. So I want to go into the living room after that. So we'll drag that up. From there, I want to maybe do sort of a wide shot of the kitchen. Then let's do one going through the countertop. And then we'll do the bedroom. And then we'll do the outside deck. So these are the 6 images that I have going on here. So let's pick the animation first, just like last time. So this outside shot here, we're gonna do the drone up. I think that one looks really nice for the outdoor photos. Next, we have this living room here. I think this might look cool as the rotate. So let's do that. Then we got this kitchen one here, maybe going left. So it's kind of panning left with the island. Then we got this one, for sure we got to do the push in on this, going past the 2 countertops. So let's do that. The bedroom, let's try a pull out. And then this one here, I think we should do the rotate as well. So let's put that in. Okay, great. So that's going to cost me 900 credits. Now, before I hit animate images, we're going to go to voiceover. Okay, so this is where I need to put the script. So a couple things I'm going to look at. So first off, I can see this video is 15 seconds long. So that's something I'm going to want to include. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the link to this listing. Shout out to Tyler Ellis, my buddy. This is his listing, beautiful listing. So I'm just going to take the link to it and I'm going to pop into my ChatGPT, and here's what I'm going to say. I'm creating a property highlight video for my social media that is 15 seconds long. Can you please create a script for a voiceover that will describe the home and its most important features? Please include the price, the number of bedrooms and bathrooms, the size, and any other important features that you can find in the listing description. Here's the listing, and then I gave it the URL to the listing. So we're just going to send that. Now you can get more descriptive on this. Now you can definitely get more descriptive on this if you want it to have a certain tone, a certain vibe, explain more specific things, whatever you want it to do. But you also don't need to spend too much time on this because it's a 15-second script. There's not a whole lot of detail that needs to go into it. So we're going to send that. And then all it's going to do is it's going to look at our listing. It's going to see the different details on it. And then it's going to create this little script here. So I'm going to copy that. And then I'm just going to go back into my Amplifiles app, paste that in. Great. Now let's look at voice actors. Now next to these voice actors, you can see the language that they speak. For my video, I want to be using an English speaking person because my script is in English. So let's look at those. So we got David.
Experience the perfect blend of comfort and nature in this breathtaking riverfront home with 4 spacious decks.
So that's kind of like a southern accent or Texas. So that might be good for like a ranch video or something. Let's try Archer.
Find your sanctuary in this serene woodland cabin. offering panoramic forest views.
We got a little British accent, makes it kind of smart sounding.
Step back in time in this beautifully preserved farmhouse. Set on.
Got William, kind of generic.
Unwind in this beautifully crafted coastal haven, offering ocean face.
We got Hale. What else we got? Annie doesn't say what.
Step into this bright and modern top-floor apartment in central New York.
It was okay. Sarah.
Bright, airy living spaces flow.
Bright, airy living spaces flow seamlessly into a designer kitchen made for entertaining.
Now, obviously, if you don't like any of these, or if you wanted to like replicate your own voice, let's say, you could put the voiceover in afterwards. So you could replicate your own voice in, let's say, 11 Labs, and then you could take that voiceover and put it into the video in a different sort of editing platform or something. But for this one, we're gonna go with Archer, the British guy. So I'm gonna select that. I'm not gonna do any captions. We're going to generate just like that. Music I'm not gonna do, and I'm not gonna worry about overlays. So let's just generate that way. So we'll click animate, and then we'll come back as soon as the video is finished. All right, so the video is done being generated. Again, it was about 4 or 5 minutes, but the voiceover is not on the video yet. So we're gonna go back to voiceover. We got everything that we wanted in there. Now I'm just gonna click generate voiceover. Then once you click that, the voiceover will be added. Here's kind of what it sounds like.
Welcome to 12204 South 17 Avenue NW in Inglewood, listed at $529,900.
Pretty cool. Let's get rid of the voiceover, and then let's look at what the portrait mode looks like. Go back to the beginning. Really, really nice. And again, remember, you can adjust the crop and the speed and all that. So let's say you wanted, like for right there, let me go back and I'll show you. For right here, maybe you wanted the bed to be centered on the portrait mode. You can adjust that crop so that it slides over a little bit, so that you can really perfect that video and make it what you want. And then whenever you're done with your video, again, you just download it and you can just upload it straight to your social media if you want. You can build an automation with like a make.com or a Zapier where you just drop it into your Dropbox or your Google Drive folder, and then it will automatically upload for you. A lot of cool things that you can do with a tool like this. It is a new tool, so they don't have like an API yet, but I am going to be emailing them to see if an API will be in the future. So if you guys are watching this, Amplifiles, I really hope an API will be in the future, because then you can do a lot of really cool stuff with, you know, triggering when you have a new listing, and then it automatically generates these videos for you. That would be really, really cool. But it's not here yet. So for right now, you just take your images, you upload it in, and you create a video in like 4 minutes, and you have something that would normally cost you a couple $100, maybe a few $100 from your photographer / videographer. Now, I forgot to mention earlier that Amplifiles did hook me up with some free credits, which is why I was able to generate these videos for you and test out some different stuff. So thank you to them, really appreciate it. Now, if you guys are interested, I put the link in the description below. It's just amplifiles.ai. The pricing is very reasonable as well. It's $1.50 per image. So like that very first video I did with 9 images, which is a lot of images for, you know, a short TikTok video or something. 9 images would be what, not like $13, $14. So not bad at all. I mean, $13, $14 for that video compared to what I used to pay for my videographer, which was $250. It is an insane difference. And they're all 1080p, and they do have a subscription option as well. So if you're a bigger team or you're a brokerage that's interested in something like this, then give them a shout and they can work with you to figure out a more custom pricing. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna stop hyping up this tool because I've already hyped it up so much. But this is the kind of AI tool that really gets me excited about AI in real estate, because it just makes our jobs as real estate agents not only easier, but cheaper, right? Like I don't have to now pay $200 or $250 for every listing that I have to have a video like this, which, I mean, if you're marketing on social media or you have a social media presence, it's kind of standard that you should have videos like this for your listings. And now I don't have to pay that anymore. I can pay like $9 or $10. So it's just insane. It gets me really, really excited. Now I'm sure you can see why I was so excited about this tool. I mean, a 1080p cinematic real estate video with a voiceover and captions and music for just a few dollars is an absolute no-brainer when it comes to marketing your listing. It's also something that's gonna wow your client. When you generate this video and you send it to them, they're gonna be blown away. They're gonna wanna share it to their friends and their family and put it on their social media. Amplifiles AI makes it super, super easy to have high quality content for your listing that is quick to generate, easy to share on your social media, and most importantly, very low cost. But anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. If you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button and hit the like button on the video. It helps YouTube figure out that this video was actually helpful to you, and therefore they're gonna show it to more real estate agents. And that's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to help as many real estate agents as possible learn how to use AI in their business. So if you are already subscribed, thank you so much. I appreciate the support. And if you're not already subscribed, just hit that button. It takes like 1 second. You could have already hit it by now. But thanks again, everyone. I really appreciate you watching, and we'll see you in the next video.